Have you ever wondered how stress affects your body? Not just the occasional stress, but the chronic, gnawing kind. It's like a pesky neighbor who just won't leave you alone. But there's a plot twist. Not all stress is the villain in our story. There's good stress, the kind that keeps you on your toes, and then there's toxic stress, the real baddie. It's like comparing a spritz of perfume with a skunk spray. Similar, but oh so different. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the world of toxic stress and its startling impacts on your health. Let's unmask this villain we call toxic stress. Now, we all know stress. It's that unwelcome guest that pops in when we're swamped with work, or when we're stuck in that never-ending traffic jam. But that's just regular stress, the kind that comes and goes. Toxic stress, on the other hand, is like that guest who overstays their welcome, creating a constant state of tension and alarm. Toxic stress is not your everyday stress. It's a chronic, persistent strain that stems from adverse experiences. It's like carrying a heavy backpack that you can't take off, even when you're trying to sleep. It's stress that sticks around for too long, like an uninvited houseguest who's raided your fridge, made a mess, and shows no signs of leaving. The real issue with toxic stress is that it's not just an annoyance, it's a health hazard. Imagine racing your car engine non-stop, day in, day out. Eventually something's going to give. And just like that engine, our bodies aren't designed to handle constant, high-level stress. The fallout? Accelerated aging, increased risk of chronic illnesses like heart disease and diabetes, and a whole host of other health problems. So toxic stress is not just an abstract concept, it's a real, tangible thing that can wreak havoc on our bodies. But don't fret. In our next scene, we'll explore the consequences of toxic stress in more detail, and more importantly, we'll discuss how to manage it, so stay tuned. Now that we've unmasked toxic stress, let's talk about the damage it can do. Toxic stress is like the uninvited guest at your body's party, causing mayhem and leaving a mess behind. It can accelerate biological aging, making your body feel like it's running a marathon without any training. It's like your body's been fast-forwarded, making you feel older than your years. Beyond this, toxic stress can open the door to a host of chronic illnesses. It's like the villain in a movie, setting things up for the bad guys. It can contribute to heart disease, diabetes, depression, and anxiety, to name just a few. But it's not just physical health that takes a hit. The mind is also at the mercy of toxic stress. It can lead to mental health issues, affecting our mood, memory, and even our ability to think clearly. It's like a cloud obscuring the sun, casting a shadow over our mental well-being. The impacts of toxic stress are far-reaching, touching every aspect of our lives. It's like a domino effect, one thing leading to another, causing a cascade of problems. And the longer it goes unchecked, the greater the damage. Toxic stress can leave a lasting imprint on our health, but fear not, there are ways to combat it. So, we know toxic stress is bad news, but what can we do about it? Right? Well, it's not as daunting as it might sound. The key here is to recognize the signs of toxic stress and then take steps to manage it. First off, it's essential to understand that not all stress is bad. Yeah, you heard that right. Some stress can actually be beneficial, spurring us on to tackle challenges and reach our goals. But when stress becomes chronic, that's when it turns toxic and starts to wreak havoc on our health. So how can we turn the tables on toxic stress? It starts with lifestyle changes. Simple things like ensuring we get enough sleep, maintaining a healthy diet, and staying physically active can make a world of difference. Regular exercise, for instance, isn't just good for your waistline. It also helps to lower stress levels and boost your mood. Next, we need to retrain our stress response system. And no, that doesn't mean you have to become a Zen master or move to a secluded mountaintop. It's about learning to respond to stress in healthier ways. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and yoga can help to calm the mind and body, reducing the impact of stress. And let's not forget the power of social connections. Spending time with loved ones, or even just sharing a laugh with a good friend, can help to alleviate stress and enhance our overall well-being. Remember, managing stress isn't just about feeling better in the moment, it's about safeguarding your health in the long run. Before we wrap up, let's quickly summarize what we've learned today. Stress, it's a part of life, but toxic stress? Now that's a villain. It can speed up aging and lead to a host of chronic illnesses. But don't despair. We've also learned that we can retrain our stress response system. Simple lifestyle changes can make a world of difference. And the cherry on top? It's not just about managing your own stress. It's about shaping a healthier, happier future for the coming generations. And that's a wrap. Remember, your health is in your hands. Manage your stress, and you manage your life.